I was doing Kim's birthday, and it was the same week that she had gotten engaged to Kanye. And we did the event, and it was like this massive PR
in Vegas,
like Tao Vegas.
Okay,
it was like a massive like, and Kanye was performing in town, so we went to the concert, and like we had a police escort, and then we came back, and then we did the event, and there was like hundreds of millions of impressions of press. Like this was really before social media. It was 2013, I think.
Yeah,
social media was active, but not like it is today. And I remember like the next day I woke up and like, you know, my parents needed to go to Walmart. So I drove them to Walmart. Like, that's not my life. Like, I mean, it's my job, but it's not my life.
Yeah.
And like that, I might visit somebody's life for a short amount of time, but I'm fully aware that it's not mine. And I don't ever want that kind of life. You know.
It's interesting when I did Courtney and Khloe Take Miami with the Kardashians. They've exploded so big now they're doing spinoffs. And this was one of the first spinoffs.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And they did a makeup launch at I believe it may have been a Mac or whatever store it was in. I've never seen people, grown adults to kids, act like animals trying to get into a store.
Oh man, yeah.
It was I've not, because I've seen it on TVs where people are running after celebrity cars and stuff, but to be in it, standing next to them, and people are shaking the doors to get in to meet these girls that I'm just like, okay, I understand, but I've never been that close to a phenomenon like that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've been lucky to have kind of caught the wave of several people that have been at the peak of pulp culture and been able to be around them. I mean, it happened with the Kardashians, who I worked with. I started working with Kim in like 2006, before the show even.
Yeah, the show launched in 2007.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? And I sit down with people and talk about this all the time because people always ask me since I was on the show. To me, the craziest thing I saw was people that come from obscurity in just 3 to 4 years, worldwide known. And this is before social media. Really.
Yeah, and now it's like 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
Like 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like once video goes viral and everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but to be around that where I remember I did their first interview on I did a radio show on E called Yo on E.
Yeah, I remember.
And they were my first guest because I was the media training for them. So I would interview everybody, no matter what new show they launched, and I would interview just so they get used to press, and then they would evaluate and go, oh, we need to do this and that. And you know why the Kardashians got their show? Because Lindsay Lohan dropped out of her show, and then they owed Ryan a show on the network, and he threw on the girls, and they go, well, they've been pitching this girl show, Kardashians, for a while, throw in the parents, and we got a deal. Yeah. So it's funny how the world works, where Lindsay not doing a show actually catapulted the Kardashians to being world famous, because if she did the show, there would have never been a Kardashian show.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but also there was something about Kim that I just felt like she was a star. And like I remember doing this first event with her in Vegas at Tao, and this was right around the time of the tape had come out.
Yes.
And Paris was the biggest celebrity in the world at that time. In the world at that time. And, they had a recent falling out, and I really wanted to do this event. And I really had to push for it because...
Kim's name was like just being thrown in the trash because she made a sex tape.
Correct.
And women got... Nobody really cared about Ray J, but women got thrashed about it.
I just felt like she's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
She's a star. And like I remember pushing to do this event, and we did it, and we got like a great amount of press. And that's kind of like what started me into the realm of doing these like celebrity events. I was like, wow, this is great. This is fun. Like, we got great press out of it. Like, let's continue to do this.
So just so I know, when y'all book these huge celebrities, because now you see them all over the place.
We don't do that anymore, though.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I was like, does that really matter anymore? Because people get so much of them.
That time was very specific. Like Tao hit in Vegas, it was like lightning in a bottle. It was
Yeah.
like right place, right time, like busy nonstop, celebrities coming in, like everybody wanted to have dinner there, everybody wanted to go to the club. So it was a very specific time, and just not in Tao, but in Vegas. Like it turned into like this whole thing where these mega clubs now, and then it was like, what celebrity is hosting? Like,
Yes.
like I
Do you feel like, like for instance, Tao, always Pat.
Yeah.
No matter if no celebrity was there, do you think a celebrity, y'all weren't booking the celebrity to pack out Tao? It was more for press, right?
both? I mean, both.
Well,
Like I remember doing a birthday with Kim in like 2008 or 9, I think. And I think it was 2009. And like she pulled on a Friday night, she pulled almost like 6,000 people that came to Tao on a Friday for her birthday party. And I like when I tell you, like there was like, much like you were talking about, there was mobs of people. Like
Now, did they
people.
actually get to see her?
Yeah.
Oh, she did go up and say hi.
We used to sit on the second level in the nightclub. It has 2 levels. We used to sit on the second level, and like the film crew would be there, the family would be there, and then everybody could get on the mic and like wave to everybody, and like same thing. Like there would be like crying. And then as the years kind of progressed, like that was still obviously a thing, but then you would have people that would, I remember somebody flying from India to come to this event, one of her birthdays. And I was like, will you take a picture? They flew from India. And she's like, oh my God, yes, of course. Like, and that is like one thing that people always ask me is like, how are they in real life versus the show? And I was like, literally, like, I think Kim is she's the same person. She's the same person. Like they all are. They just have more money and more awareness. She still gets in on the joke. Like she talks about.
No. I think like my experience with them, they became the show. You know what I mean? Like their person, what you saw was them wanting to kind of be celebrities, and then they are celebrities. So they actually morphed into a real life version of the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but they're all like.
They're super nice.
Yeah, the nicest, most professional, like people, some of the nicest professional people I've ever worked with, and they still are to this day. You know, DJ Khaled was somebody else that had that moment. He was like to a degree even greater, because what happened with him was that it was the explosion of Snapchat, and he was literally like walking virality for a period of time.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, and I had started working with him about a year and a half before that happened. And so
when you say working with him, what's that mean?
We had a residency with him in Vegas. He doesn't do clubs as much anymore in Vegas, but he doesn't really need to. But I basically spend a couple months every year trying to convince him to come, and if it works out, he'll do it. We did it last year. But yeah, like I've never experienced anything in my life, much like the virality that he had using the platform of Snapchat, which was exploding at the same time, and like being with him, and like walking through the casino, and like him being like, I remember being in his penthouse once, and he was like, "Fan love, meet me in the casino right now." And I was like, "No, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And like we went downstairs 10 minutes later, not even 15 minutes later. And the elevator's door was open, and it was just like 200 people. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, where's security? Hold on.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we good.